Hello, the internet, and good evening. How is everybody doing tonight? Asking the players, not the internet.
My
with the
internet is slow.
I have all my hair, so I'm good.
You also know who your new archenemy is.
Zach.
Were you expected to not have all your hair?
Like, thinking of Magda. My day's better than
Oh,
hers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Our cat does not have all of her hair. Because she
Rightly
went
so.
to the vet. Everybody watching. She needed to go to the vet, and she ended up getting shaved.
Wasn't like a kid accident?
No.
A lighter
No.
or something?
No. Also, if people are interested in generating their own evil archenemy, you can check out The Weird by Monty Cook Games. I pulled this off the shelf to do a little bit of prep today, and I'm so enamored
don't
with
like
this
that.
book. What? What do you mean?
Don't like that at all.
Look at that bunny.
I don't. Look at the bones!
Anyways, this is a wonderful book. It's a great tool for just like some random inspiration. Super good. Percentile tables across like 300 pages.
Don't love that inspired you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Some of the percentile tables include things like side effects, music, cities, ruins, hauntings, spell modifications.
Bet there's a curse table in there.
What? A weird curses table?
Like cool curses
Yeah.
to use in this universe. What do they say for bad words? Right?
Weird swears.
Schlongel.
There might be a weird swears one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there?
Are there what?
I said, do we have weird swears for this universe?
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
do.
we ever did.
Jen
I have 'em.
has been using some.
I've been using them. There's Creeping
What?
Green, Burn Me, and Clip Me.
Burn me.
Also, a drunk is called a wobbler.
Ooh, I'll add that to my lexicon.
Or someone inebriated in whatever manner they choose. Maybe they're drunk on happiness.
Base gas.
Yep, space gas.
Cocaine.
Magic gas.
Or that.
Okay. Things that I say at the beginning. Hello, we are Skyhammer Press having an absolutely wonderful time. Tonight we are playing Starfall Detective Agency, a fantasy age RPG live stream. My name is Meric Moyer, my pronouns are he, him. I am the Game Master, and Starfall Detective Agency is our lovely Dieselpunk fantasy age 2nd edition streaming thing where these 4 lovely players are detectives in the floating city of Kenningdrift. Let's talk about some cool things. Let's update Moonbeam stuff. Moonbeam is in open beta, and it's gaining new members every day.
Yay!
Yeah, so apparently the numbers go up, and that is good. So yay, Moonbeam. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube afterward, please check the link in the description. You can click there, join Moonbeam for free, right onto our realm. It's the best way to support us and support this stream. You can buy moonstones and then gift them to our stream, and then we take those moonstones as dollary dues. Such is how this goes. Next up, there's a super cool Roll20 thing that I actually wanted to mention. Roll20 added a new layer. So they normally have like the token layer, the GM layer, the map layer, the light layer. Now they have the foreground layer. And it's a triggered layer. So you can put roofs on your buildings and put them on the foreground layer and make their opacity 100%, and then trigger that when a token hits it, they drop to 0%, revealing the building. Or you can swap it so that players can walk into ambushes where NPC tokens go from 0% to 100% when they arrive in the area.
That's insane.
Isn't that fun?
Sounds like we're gonna get ambushed.
Meric's like, I've been playing around with it a lot.
Yes, it's very exciting. So that's a cool new feature on Roll20 that people should check out. It is, I think it's one of the ones that requires an upgraded membership. So it's the sort of thing that you need to pay for. Roll20.net, you can start an account and play for free, or if you pay some money a month or a year, you get an upgraded membership, like a pro membership, which gives you all of their wonderful, exciting features. Yay. I don't think there's anything else super crucial to talk about, so we'll jump right into the game if everybody's ready to play.
I think there's one crucial thing to talk about.
What's that?
I'm on Moonbeam, and I see the tagline, "The adventurers are cursed."
Yeah.
Don't love that.
I mean...
We don't know that, Meric.
Yeah, you do.
We know that an alarm went off.
And he said... You're carrying something cursed.
Everything's fine.
No. Okay, so...
I think you said you're carrying the blurs.
Oh, yes.
There's good curses.
I'm sorry,
though,
I
right?
misheard that. What's the blurst?
It's a curse.
Yeah. It's the worst curse. Is
Would
the
you
worst.
guys like some worst?
Brat?
And then he brings out bratwurst.
Oh, that'd be delicious.
As bees eat our eyes.
That's not the case.
I hit my hand on the table so hard.
Oh, no.
Is the table okay?
Didn't come through your mic, so, like, good setup on audio?
It's all my knuckles, all at once.
Anytime I touch my desk, it goes boom. Anyways. Okie dokie.
Dr. Jones.
So, last time you brought your spoils back to the Starfall Detective Agency office. Karnath did a bunch of investigating, found out some rough prices, discovered that some of the items were magical, and you also de-battleified Duke Francis Rudderbell. Excuse me. And he ended up going back to Mel's house to sleep on the couch. The next morning, you headed to Used Goods, a pawn shop that you regularly go to. We'd established that he was robbed at some point, and you solved the case for him, and he has since, been a fan of you. The owner, Mr. Palmer, is sort of an older human man, and just kind of like happy to see you as you were coming into this pawn shop. Single barred wooden door, glass shelves running down either side, and he's at a desk sort of at the far end. You sort of like exchange pleasantries and, hey, how's it going? What's going on? And then a bell on the counter begins to ring. And he's like immediately, whoa, hey, hang on, stop, don't come any closer. You're carrying something cursed. What do you do?
You want a cat?
So, like, how do we
Pretty
determine what is cursed?
He says, all right, hang on. I've got my gear around here. You just stay there, do not come closer. And, like, you see him kind of goes to, like, a closet and opens up and pulls out, like, basically like a rain suit hazmat sort of thing. Puts that on, puts on these gloves, comes around, opens up the shelf area. Yeah, think, and walks through. And he says, "Okay, what are you bringing in?"
Cat statue.
All right, put it.
The cat statue, the box,
My money's on the plate.
It's like
plate.
put them on the counter, not near any of the other things though. Just right here, this nice clear space.
This would be a great way to keep people from stealing your stuff. If you like put a little curse on everything that it jingled when they took it.
No, the Department of Sorcerous Objects, which is now canon, Um,
Oh man.
the Department of Sorcerous Objects has incredibly strict laws about this. I don't deal in anything cursed, and I don't want to be fined. So we're gonna do this by the book. Okay. So you place, all the magic items out, and he takes the gloves and he kind of runs his hands over the plate, nothing. Over the chest, nothing. Gets to the cat statue and he's like, "Yep, that's the one." Yeah,
That's a
okay.
shame.
So I have to confiscate this, and I do have to report it. I'm sorry, they're gonna fine you.
But that one's worth the most money.
It's a dangerous thing. I mean, he takes a quick look at it. He's like, it's based on the danger of the curse. I could probably let you know how much it's gonna set you back.
Wait, set us back?
They're gonna fine us.
Yeah. You don't get to sell
But
it.
it's not.
What
It's
kind of
not
curse?
ours. We just found it. It's not ours.
This is like we brought in a gun to get it off the streets, and you're gonna fine us?
I'm not gonna fine you. I have to report where it came from, and they're gonna send a bill to you.
Bureaucrats.
Oh, okay. Can I give you our address? Can I give him the address for the Brick Streeters Guild, or wherever the brick? What is the gang?
Palmer knows where you work from.
Darn it!
If he rats on us, we're killing him. Just saying.
I mean, nobody has given him any other alternatives. He's just saying, like, I gotta report this. I'm so sorry. Let me see what it's gonna set you back.
What kind of curse is on it? Because maybe it's little baby curse.
Yeah,
Not a bad
let me check it out. And he kind of like reconfigures something on the gloves. They look like they're partially magical, like slightly enchanted on their own, but not like sparky cool magic, just a little bit. And he goes, you do. Yeah. He says, okay, this is not that bad. It's actually, I mean, I can check to see if any of you are affected. This is not huge. The fine's probably going to be around 100 drops. That's one of the lower tiers. Like, this could have been easily like $5,000 if it was really bad, but it's not.
Now it's like negative money to us. And we thought it was going to be positive money.
Hey, that's the breaks. I'm so sorry.
I mean, what determines that you have to report it?
Well, my bell went off, and that's
Is that link?
recorded.
Oh.
No, I mean, it's when the auditor comes in and checks it.
What if we just gave you half the money? 50.
I can't sell this. I gotta give it in. Like, I don't deal in that sort of stuff. I mean, you've done me solids before. If you, like, I can. What's he looking at? These other two things are great. Like, I can buy these off of you. I'll give you even a good deal to kind of make up for this. But
Palmer,
yeah.
what's the curse?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, it's nothing huge. It's anything that you drink, it tastes like vinegar.
Well, good thing our
100
coffee
drops.
already sucks.
100 drops
Yeah.
for a literal prank curse.
Yeah.
All right, next time we're selling the stuff in the black market, you guys.
So, what will you give us for the plate and the chest?
Well, I can cut you a deal on those. Because, you know, it's rotten luck for you. I give you 400 for both.
Oh, come on. The plate alone's worth 4.
Yeah, I gotta sell it for 4.
Yeah, but you just cost us 100 drops by walking in here.
I mean, you can go ahead and take your stuff elsewhere. I still have to report it, and then you're gonna be, you know, in possession.
Can Katie roll some sort of like persuasion roll or something? She's our talker.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a communication bargaining.
The rest of us are just gonna grunt at him, but Mel might have a chance.
Does it have to be bargaining or can it be persuasion? Because I do have a deal that I could offer him.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of one.
Okay, what do you want to say?
If you give us 500
Mm-hmm.
for the chest and the plate, we are about to go on a little treasure hunt. And we will bring what we find to sell to you. You get first dibs on what we bring back.
Okay. That's a pretty good persuasion. Go ahead and roll.
Katie, you're so smart. Look at you, like, using bargaining where we just all would have been mad.
I'm ready to fight him.
Well, I got intimidation.
I got a 15.
A 15 is enough. And what is the what's the drama die?
It's a 4.
Okay. So he'll say something where you might get more stuff like this, hopefully of the non-cursed variety.
Oh yeah, we're going real big. We got ourselves a duke, and we're taking him back to his old estate.
Okay. Alright. I can do 500 drops for these. I'm taking a loss. But when you come back, we'll do an even split, 50-50.
I look at the group, the consensus. Go for it.
You just get,
all right.
It's just 3 blank stares.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Mel usually gets out of you 3.
My face is just shadows.
All right, Mel sticks her hand out, shake his hand. You got a deal, Palmer.
He's still got the gloves on, so it's kind of awkward. They're like big, like metal welder gloves. He says, all right. Okay, hang on just a second. He goes back around the counter, reaches down, pulls out like a big wooden box with like protective runes and sigils on it, opens it up, carefully puts the cat inside, closes it up, puts it under. He says, alright, well, they usually process it in about 2 weeks. So I gotta put my paperwork in, someone's gonna come by and pick this up, and then you're gonna get a bill in the mail, and it's gonna be, you know, I'd say probably about 100 drops.
Okay, on the bright side, everybody. We got enough to fix up the Viney Vixen. Plus to pay the fine. Plus an extra $50 for walking around money.
How much is it going to be to fix the Viney Vixen?
$350.
Fair enough.
That's why we needed 500.
But I mean, we'll be down to the green and back before 2 weeks is up, so.
Yeah, that's like a day trip.
Hey, okay. Don't ever say that about people going out. You got an extra set of them gloves laying around? Maybe an older pair? I mean, that way we're not bringing you back cursed items.
Let's see, because I
Her little
made
ding-a-ling
these
thing.
up Let's see what these would be.
I think the alarm thing would be way worse.
Curse Geiger
We're
counter.
trying to sneak.
Yeah, woo, 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 woo. It's us.
I'm super glad it wasn't my fancy gem. I didn't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, so he says, no, unfortunately, these are something I had to save up and get. Normally, when you get your license, you just get the bell. This allows me to do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have another one of these. You can get them, but you have to go and get them custom made if you're not buying through the DSO. And the DSO is going to set you back probably about... This is effectively a rare magic item. Yeah, about 500 drops.
You said DSO?
That is the Department of
Sorceress.
Sorcerous Objects.
Objects. I wrote magic.
Hmm.
Thank you.
That'd be a great place to break into if we were thieves.
I don't think it would be.
Got me back.
We have a trap dog.
Oh, trap doggo. All right, and so Palmer, he sequesters that away, takes the plate, sort of like exclaims over its artistry, and says, "Oh, this is really nice. This is great," and checks you out with 500 silver drops.
Yay!
Whoop whoop.
We've got our drip.
Drip, drop, drip, drop.
Drip, drop, dripping.
Okay.
Alright. So can we hand wave? We buy all the things we need.
Yeah. You get the parts, and you can special order anything that you don't need through Donovan's, and you can start work on the Viney Vixen. So that is going to be an advanced test. Every test is 4 hours of work. And you're basically starting your day today, where you can do 2 tests and call it an easy day, or you can do up to 4 tests and maybe get real tired.
What kind of tests are they?
I mean, how are you fixing it? You got various parts you have to install. That's going to involve some intelligence, like engineering, technology, mechanics sort of stuff. There's going to be some heavy lifting. There's going to be some... Yeah.
I strong, I lift.
Some electrical work.
They say I don't have anything except strength and might.
So we got
Do you have a focus in mind?
Yeah.
Ooh, you might be better off than me. What's your strength score?
It's a 3.
Okay, so you're 1 ahead.
And by the time you get back to the office, Myrtle is in, and she's brewing coffee for everybody. Oh, hello. Was it a busy sting operation yesterday?
Coffee tastes better today. I don't know why. Less vinegary.
Does Karnath drink some coffee?
Sure does.
Tastes like vinegar to Karnath.
Amazing.
Karnath drinks it anyway.
So, Patrick, you can write down on your character that you are cursed.
Nice.
Can I do a perception test to tell if I know Karnath's cursed from his reaction to the drink?
Sure, perception, insight.
I would like to combat that
absolutely.
in some way.
Make a communication sort of deception or intimidation, even.
Yeah. All right. I have a
Nova-
0 in perception, no focus. So
I have a 0 in communication, so
Nova pulls out her comically big coffee cup to fill with coffee.
Excellent. Is it chipped? Does it have words on it?
Yeah.
what'd you get, Tyler?
without anything, I got a 14 and 4 stunt points, which is enough to do flame breath.
Okay. There's no need, I don't think. I only got a 10.
You are, in fact, aware. Also, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to the daring. We're going to increase the daring die to a 6 for, oh no, you're cursed. That was a setback. I'm going to increase the daring die again for Karnath specifically being cursed. So now, as a quick reminder on how daring works, we have a 6 and a 1. So that 6 is now activated, and you can spend it to, like, get stunt points, I think. Yes, you can increase your degree of success by the amount of daring spent, minimum 2. On a stunt, you can gain additional stunt points equal to the daring spent, minimum 2. If you didn't get a stunt, you can spend 3 or 6 daring to gain stunt points. And you can regain 6 fortune by spending 6 daring.
Sweet.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I guess so I notice it. So
Yeah, this is
upon
Karnath's
noticing
face.
that, Benny's gonna be like, all right, he's gonna open up one of the drawers and pull out one of his fancy bottles he's been saving. He's like, well, no point saving this before we go on a big trip. You want some Karnath?
Yeah, pour me some.
He's just curious to see how. He's trying to keep a straight face. All right. Yeah. He's gonna give everybody who wants some.
It tastes like vinegar,
I hold
Karnath.
up my giant chipped Glamprov mug.
We'll
Nice.
give you some extra then, and then we'll do cheers.
Cheers. Karnath exclusively starts eating like chips and. Is it only liquids or is it everything?
It's just liquids.
Oh,
Just
okay.
what you drink.
That's
And
awful.
Jen, you asked how long it lasts? Unclear.
You'll have to eat watermelon the rest of your life. So only
Why?
way around it.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was like, why would that help? Is watermelon known to counter the taste of vinegar somehow?
That's
It's a
what I was
technicality.
thinking. Yeah.
Skirts around it. Yeah, it's a loophole.
All right. So Myrtle is here, and she says, "You all get going to your business. I'll cover the phones."
Meric, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I eat ice,
Yeah.
does the ice taste like vinegar?
No.
Yes. The technicalities. Just chewing ice cubes.
But there's got to be popsicles, eh? Something like that.
Yeah, there's absolutely popsicles here.
All right.
Yeah.
So Mal's gonna fix stuff.
Yeah. So, Katie, do you want to go with the first roll?
Okie dokie.
And what are you attempting to do? Let's see. There were 6 pieces that you needed to purchase, so you have spent 350 drops buying each of those. And so it's like, it's installing this part of the motor that was worn out. It's replacing all of the belts. It's going in and tearing out some like fire hazard stuff and replacing that.
Yeah. I guess the big question is, what kind of music plays during our montage?
What was the name of the band?
I assume it's the Mulan soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
I'll make a man out of you.
Back streets back. All right.
Perfect. All of that, excellent. So, Katie, what's your first roll?
Okay, hear me out. Can I use perception seeing to figure out all the fire hazards and pull them out?
No, it is more of an installation situation. Like, you've spent lots of time, you know the things that are here. You need to, like, replacing fire hazard stuff is more of a dexterity test.
I can dexterity.
Okay.
Can I use advanced piloting?
No.
Okay. Girls gotta try.
Yeah. Now,
It's worth a try.
on each of these tests, at least one person can help to give the main roller a +2. And this is
Cool.
4 hours of work.
Who's
I
gonna
can
hand me the wrench?
I can hand you things. I'm very dexterous as well. Would lockpicking help?
No. And you don't need to roll. It's just having the extra hands there gives the +2.
I also feel like Nova's got tiny fingers, so you can like
I
hold
do.
little things for me.
Mmm.
But she does it with attitude.
Disdainfully holding nuts in place.
Yeah.
Everyone didn't have such big meaty hands on this world.
All right, Katie, what's your dexterity test?
14.
Okay, that is a success. What is the drama die?
It's only a 2.
All right, so that's 2 boxes filled. In 4 hours, you have made 20% of your progress. You're going to need to fill in 10 boxes. If you'd like... Yeah, Jen?
Nope.
If you'd like, you can spend fortune. You can spend up to 12 fortune to turn that into a 6. Or you could spend your whole 6 die of your daring pool and turn that into a 6.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
Do we not want to save that for later?
I feel like we always save things when we don't need to.
But
And are we
this
really
isn't-
going to run into a situation?
And to be
So
fair,
we're at the not time sensitive part of this.
daring is going to be effective through all of this storytelling until we get into a dungeon crawl. If we go to a dungeon crawl, we switch over to peril, which is the
Oh,
churn.
no. Oh, what? You did no? You said it was we were using daring and it was good.
Correct.
And that the bad was gone.
Yes, daring when you're up in the city and doing cool Dieselpunk fun action stuff, and when you're flying the Viney Vixen and doing all that stuff. When you get into an area that is out to kill you, we switch to the peril pool.
No, Meric, you lied. You straight up lied. You tricked me into this.
All right, go
No,
back
it
to
would-
our session 0.
Where I
It's in
ignored
the
where you said the
title.
peril.
Yeah.
It's Peril of Paraxis.
Ah, there we go.
It's Pearl.
So,
It's Pearl.
Katie, would you like to spend the daring pool to turn that into a 6?
I do not. I want to keep working. I think I want to call Benny over because there's a piece that's stuck and I need his strength. Can I do that?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, no. Nova taps out after 4 hours, muttering to herself, I'm big on my plan. She's not. She's not. But you all don't know that.
I never said anything about her sleight of size. I would never say anything about it. I think she's cute as a button.
You patted me on the head.
I may have called her cute as a button.
Grumble,
With
grumble.
greasy hands too.
I'm just gonna, before they do that, I just want to say that in the next, 4 hour stint, Nova is gonna just quickly check in on, the wife, Darla,
Yep.
and just give her, a little update so that Darla knows we're still working on it.
Yeah. Is there anything specific you want to tell her?
Well, for a second, I
Just that
thought
we've got a
Nova
lead.
had a wife. was like, what?
Chicken on Nova's wife.
No, if Nova had a wife, she would never tell you.
That's accurate.
You just...
Yeah, no. Just to say, we're still working on it. We've got some leads. We're going to be following up.
She says, "Oh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It's so professional of you. I only came in yesterday and you already have leads? I'm incredibly, just so thankful."
Don't. Great, yeah. Gonna, like, hold out my hand to try to prevent her from hugging me.
Oh, I figured you were calling her.
No, I thought she lived close.
No, she didn't give you an address. You gave her
then
your
I'll call.
car.
I would have visited if I knew where she lived, but I don't.
We tracked her down.
Yeah.
Show up at her house. She's like, "Hey, I didn't tell you where I lived, and this is super weird that you
really
showed up."
good detectives.
Yeah.
And
Or really bad.
she'll just say, like, "Thank you so much. I can't wait to see Sam again."
Well, last we heard he was alive.
Oh. You think he might... I never even considered he could have been killed.
No promises.
Oh. She sounds a little rattled.
Talk to you again in 2 weeks.
We sent our peopleiest person on this phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I thought I was being super nice for giving an update at all. I'm sitting here patting myself on the back.
Yeah, you're doing great. Okay. And then... So that's what you do, and then just kind of hang around the office?
Nap.
What does Karnath do for those 4 hours? I guess 8 hours.
Karnath is testing out different liquids to see if anything doesn't taste like vinegar.
Okay. Give me a Constitution roll.
Does stamina apply?
Yes.
Excellent. And such a good roll, too.
Yeah.
Again, my brain wants to say a dirty 20. There are no clean 20s
Correct.
in this system. The number is 20.
The number is 20, and what is the drama die? Or stunt die?
6.
Wow. Okay. A full-on 6. Yes. You sample several liquids, and they all taste like vinegar. Until you get to... natural
Fruit
sugar
juice.
root beer.
Oh! Karnath comes back with just like a 14 pack of that. There's the grocers right down
Yeah.
the hall, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the Karnath immediately is like, well.
All right. You're just Grandpa from Lost Boys. You need your Oreos and your root beer.
I don't recall the last time I watched The Lost Boys.
Well, I always believed that he was a vampire because he had bottles of dark liquid, which he said were root beer, in the fridge, and said nobody's allowed to drink those. Those are just for him.
Oh, that sounds like it's blood.
Yeah. 100% sounds like blood. All right, Katie and Tyler, you're gonna do some heavy lifting, shift some stuff around. Who is going to make the roll?
I think Benny is, because he's a lot stronger.
All right.
Sure, I got the might.
And take a +2 bonus as you have help from Mel.
All right. Benny's gonna be human lift because we can't afford a real one. Oh no!
A drac lift.
Did not roll amazing.
Do you make hydraulic noises as you do it?
Yeah.
Hydraclick.
Ooh.
Oh, ew.
Only a 13 with all the bonuses,
That's still a
but I
success.
did stunt.
All right. What is the drama die? Stunt die?
It's a 4.
Okay. So you're making 4 progress. With your stunt, you could probably have the time.
Yeah, because there
Peter.
are...
Do that.
Yeah.
Haters.
Money falls out.
Ooh,
I
so
can also do
No,
my flame
Peter.
breath.
so swiftness
Do it
is. So efficiency costs 2 stunt points. Your action only takes half as much time or resources, so you could save some money or save some time. Swiftness is you don't actually use up the 4 hours and can roll again, but that costs 5, so you'd need to get one more stunt point, which you'd need to take from your daring
Spend
pool.
10.
Or you could-
Yeah.
Can you just make pull a point of daring as a stunt point?
Yeah, so on a stunt, you can gain additional stunt points equal to the daring spent minimum 2.
Oh, minimum 2. Okay.
Yeah, so if you pull 2 points out, you'll go up to 6 stunt points, be able to use swiftness. And then your daring pool would go down to a 4 and a 1, and that would turn into a 5.
If I spend fortune, will I have time to rest?
The travel out to the site is only an hour.
And we're not leaving
Yeah.
tonight.
That's true.
Like, if
Yeah.
we're working all day to fix the ship, we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes
Because
sense.
I was thinking, like, role-playing wise, I could be holding something up and then it kind of slips. And I got to do the Steve Rogers.
Oh, nice.
No.
Don't
Excellent.
pull your shoulder like Katie.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't do that.
Actually, that's what Benny does. He pulls his shoulder.
All
No,
right.
don't do that. That sucks for real.
So you're going to spend 10 fortune
Yeah.
and up that and go for swiftness. So you get this done super, super quick, and you're actually still only around like 2-ish in the afternoon. You still got a lot of stuff going on in the day, and you could easily get this done tonight. Like, the next roll will probably do it. So we've had a dexterity and strength. The last one has to be intelligence. Has to be wiring.
Ugh.
I'm ready. I can do it.
Oh, I'm pretty intelligent, actually.
Oh, okay, you can do it.
What about,
I
like,
picture-
root beer? Does it give you plus intelligence?
Yeah. Duk, 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 duk. So I picture Nova like with a technical manual, like under there, going like, so I hook this to this, and then like Mel maybe has like a second copy, and you're referencing each other.
I mean, I'm assisting because I'm telling her, like, which ones not to connect. Maybe that's what I'm telling her.
Okay. And like this is a technical manual for a different model of Hopper, and it's like 10 years out of date, but it's kind of close to what you've bodged together here, and like this part matches here.
Do you have a blue wire?
I got a purple.
Close enough. Connect it to the green one.
If I see Karnath walking by from the grocery store, I'm gonna yell out from the machine. Go get us dinner. I'm hungry.
Karnath just spins on the spot and just starts walking back into the grocers.
Thanks, Far. So what is her assistant giving me again?
+2.
Yes, 2. And does my arcane knowledge happen to help?
It does not. You need some tech knowledge.
I tried.
Legi.
Legi.
Technology.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Gosh, for
legit.
bonuses.
I would never shorten the word legit to legi. I want you to know that about my person, and you should know that about my person.
Nah, I love it.
So I got a 4, 4, 2, 4 on the drama dice, and plus my 4 is a 14.
A 14 is a success. 4 on the drama die is exactly what you need. So by dinner time this night, the Viney Vixen is ready to fly.
Little nerdy Nova.
Don't
So,
call me that.
I mean,
Don't
if
call
you
me
wanted-
Caw.
If you were interested in doing so, you could fly out to the site tonight and get there around sundown.
I feel
that-
like we don't want to go at nighttime. Karnath, do we want to go
Yeah.
at nighttime?
I could recover fortune in time though, because it says 3 hours for a light rest.
Yep.
So
Also,
I
Mel needs time to sew the Vine Eviction patch she made onto her leather jacket before we fly out.
Yeah,
Of
she's been
course.
working all day and now has to fly us.
All right. So Tyler, for the short rest, why don't you go ahead and roll that for the 4 hours that you weren't helping, so that you can get your fortune back.
Yeah, it says under healing and recovering.
Yeah.
So
And a nice meal for each of you all together is only 1 drop. It's 25 coppers each. 25
I'll take it.
Hey,
I've got
shavings.
We got money.
I've got I'm keeping a little, like, Starfall money, so this can be on the agency. We're at 49.
There you go. So Jen's got the walking around money. Nova's carrying.
How much
the
is 2 6-packs of root beer?
Let's see.
millions.
Yes, 4,500.
Let's call it 2 shavings a root beer. So, like, say 6-pack is 10. So if you're getting 2 of those, it's 20 shavings.
Is that 2 drops?
No, that is 20% of a drop. 100 shavings to 1 drop.
2 dimes.
Yeah.
I come back with like a push cart of root beer.
Just like, Myrtle, we need to store these.
We need a cooler stat.
Did you leave
Bet you-
the 100 drops with Myrtle?
Yes, for the bill.
Okay.
Oh, for the shows up in
In the safe, though, like with Myrtle in the safe.
Otherwise, Myrtle's gonna end up in prison when we're back. If we forget.
They're gonna come drop off the bill, and Myrtle's gonna be like, "I believe in your pinko commie bullshit," and pull a gun on them.
I ain't paying
Be like, Myrtle, no, we did it.
Fines are taxation.
These are good kids. They never do it. I'll kill you all.
All right.
Myrtle, we did do it.
We did. Okay, so it's 6-ish. You've got dinner. You're all grimy and greasy. The Viney Vixen is ready for her very first flight, and Mel is sewing patches onto her flight jacket.
I think we're all going to go to sleep and do this
Excellent.
tomorrow morning.
Well, as
I'm
all
going
of
to
you...
use my gem.
Oh, perfect. As all of you go and take a sleep, we'll take a 5-minute break.
Hey.
Nice. I'm gonna go get some root beer.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, back in 5 minutes. Ooh, and we're back from break. Hello! The Viney Vixen is fixed. And we are off into the green. Into the undergrowth. So, let me...
This isn't Wandering Galaxies, Jen.
Actually, let me do... I'm going to switch us to the VTT. And now
virtual tabletop for those who are aware.
And now we are showing what's happening here. Oh, I see what's going on.
All the obstacles we need to dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
No, a bowl.
A bowl. Well, you gotta dodge those bowls too. Okay, so you have the location. You do need to now do a challenge test to navigate there. And if everybody is...
I have navigation!
Oh,
Ooh.
Carnaf.
If everybody is on our Roll20, I am now going to reveal...
What could Team You and Mouth make? You navigate, she drives. Benny and I are passenger princesses.
So you...
I mean, I also have navigation, but whatever.
Benny's like a nervous flyer. He's sitting there like it's his first time on a plane.
My God, this ignores you so hard.
So yeah, let's set that up. It's kind of like a cross between... And Katie, feel free to, editorialize with how you picture the Viney Vixen, but it's kind of like a cross between a helicopter and a Winnebago.
Okay, is anybody else thinking of Spaceballs?
Yes,
Just
Yeah. That's literally the only thing I was picturing.
Of course. And so it's kind of like, it's like a cramped, RV. You can move around inside it. There's a couple of seats up front and like a back area that, Katie, whatever you've done up with it, like maybe it's got a little kitchenette or maybe it's got like a little card table. And then it's got like a mechanical area. And then it operates basically like a helicopter. And it's one of the smaller sort of types of flying devices in this world. Any particular details you want to establish, Katie?
Okay, along like the two sides, there are like red bench seats, like the old GMC Safari van like bench seats with the lap belt.
Nice.
Except the lap belts, like, I don't know if they work. Some of them work.
They weren't
And
the
then,
high priority in the fix today.
No, but like, you'll be alright.
One time we keep clicking in, it just unclicks.
Yeah, there's just like one lap belt that doesn't work. So you gotta like race to the good seats.
I'll give that one to Benny.
He's got wings, he'll be fine.
Super nervous about flying, and he's like, click, click.
Do your guys do this too?
Is this supposed to do this?
And then there's like a little kitchenette in the back, like right beside like the mechanical area. But it's like all like a tower, like it's like everything's stacked. So it's like mini fridge, like with a microwave, and on top of the microwave's like the hot plate, and then like the vent hood. So it's all one like tower.
See.
And then in the middle, there's like a round table that you can pop up or down, and it's checkered, like in Spaceballs, where they play like the little game, like the little holograph game.
Perfect. And in the WhatsApp, I'm just sharing the reference picture that we had. Is it 2 levels or 1 level?
I feel like it's 1 level, but there's probably cargo hold underneath.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Or maybe there's like bunks, I don't know, in the cargo hold, like hammocks.
Yeah, I was exactly thinking hammocks. And it's
This
got
is
like...
We've
so
agreed.
Cool.
We've agreed nobody uses the bathroom for twosies.
Twosies are for the
Our
bush.
plight.
And it's got, like, you know, those sort of, like, articulated, like, moving sort of jets so that it can, like, hover and stuff. When it's flying, they're pushing back, and then they can, like, push forward to slow down. It's that kind of setup.
There is also,
not like
like-
the rotors.
There's a bobblehead hula girl on the dash.
Oh, what species?
Oh,
That's a great question. Can we roll for that?
I would absolutely love to roll for that.
This is important stuff.
is there an
It's
Excel
crucial
table though
stuff.
that you'd roll on?
It's
Yes.
an Excel table. We
There
get the
it is.
percentages of on this table.
Yeah. I have those.
Meric, we were kidding because it's insane.
But why?
But tell me why it's crazy.
Like, so I made it, and it was awesome. Where are we?
Problem, you have a problem.
Okay, so rolling for the Kingdom of Gazad. Was it built? Like, did you buy it here in the Kingdom of Gazad?
I feel like I did. Actually, I feel like maybe it was like, I feel like somebody maybe bought it for me.
Maybe,
Someone went on a trip.
Kara, your roommate.
Oh yeah, maybe. She's like a little rough around the edges, but she's pretty nice.
It's a human. It's a little human hula girl,
I accept that.
which is a 12% chance that you could have gotten a human. No, that's not right. What are we looking at here? I rolled on the wrong table.
Oh no.
It's too high percentage for human. That doesn't make sense.
Too many tables.
Too many tables.
12 did seem high.
Yeah.
Right? It just seemed off. That's weird.
The fact that it wasn't Drac shocked me.
Well, yeah, because I
should be
rolled
368 to 1.
I rolled a 9, right? And I was like, that's normally Drac.
Is it
What's
still
going
a
on with this
human?
table? I'm pulling up the correct table.
Okay. So I have pen ready.
Okay. 9 is a Drac.
There it is.
Yep.
Can she be a gold drac with turquoise eyeshadow?
Yes, absolutely.
And her name is Lola.
This is someone you know, or
I just named the bobblehead. Why wouldn't you name a bobblehead? Okay? Every time I need some reassurance, I ask Lola, and she says yes.
I have a
When she's
bobblehead in
saying
my
no,
car.
flying is going very bad.
She never says no. Actually, it's the first time we've flown, so I don't know.
Yeah. If you're flying the set, she says no, we're all very in trouble.
All right. So, you have the navigation maps showing the location of Dristan Har. You can turn on the radio and get sort of a weather report. Yes, Jen?
We took the Duke, right?
Yes. Thank you. Duke Francis Rudderbell definitely shows up, and he kind of like walks on and he says, "Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen a construction like this. Is that panel supposed to be off of the
yep, it is.
so much?" Okay, very, very good. Oh, well.
It's called aesthetics, Duke.
Okay. And do I ride down in here, or do I come up to there? And how do I strap myself
You get
in?
this-
Not Duke.
You get this real special seat. The belt is supposed to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just keep doing it. It works. You're not doing it right.
Terribly exciting, all of this. Yay!
Here, we'll just tie you in.
All right. So, first we'll need some navigation. We'll need some piloting. We'll see where this is going. This is a challenge test. So every Sorry, I said 1 hour, but that was because there's the assumption that you make 3 to 5 tests on this, and each test is an hour. So, on like a ship that is in great shape, moving at fast speeds, this is probably a 3-hour journey. How long it takes is up to these next couple of rolls. And so, is there anything else you want to do, or do you take off?
Did Karnath bring the snacks?
I brought a 6-pack
We
of
definitely-
root beer.
We definitely
You
should have
put-
brought some supplies.
You only brought 6 root beers?
We're not going to be there that long.
Could I have sent Ethel, is that her name?
Myrtle.
Myrtle out yesterday to pick up some supplies.
Yeah, and Myrtle would have brought you like some fresh groceries, like fruits and vegetables. She would have brought you like 2 loaves of freshly baked bread, and she would have brought you a bunch of cans of soup.
And water?
Can Myrtle?
She would not have gotten water.
But
There's
I
tons
bet-
of root beer.
I bet she made us each a sandwich, and she put it in a brown paper bag with our names on it, and she cut the crust off.
I bet she did.
Alright, I'm gonna say we spent 1 drop on supplies.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Also, I would say that the Viney Vixen has a water tank.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Which we remembered to fill.
Sounds good.
We're gonna be drinking a ton of root beer anyways, so.
It's the new fave.
Hey, whoa. This is my root beer.
You didn't pay for it.
I sure did.
You told me to take it out of our 50 fund money.
I absolutely did not. I took it out of my money.
Oh, then we have $1 back.
There you go. I took 2 out. I bought a lot of root beer and it's mine. It's the only thing that doesn't... I mean, I just happen to like it is all.
Now, just as an aside, and we'll see when Benny feels like revealing this, because it may not be something that Nova, Mel, and Karnath are aware of. But you can go to a Medi Center, like an emergency care or a hospital, and get a curse removed.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, Karnath has no idea, and Benny is not going to be telling him.
It's up to
Well, Benny has no idea either, because if he did, he would be like, yeah, you should go check that out. He thinks it's for life, too. In fact, Benny packed some root beer for Karnath for if he runs out.
I mean, I told you I brought only a 6-pack. I brought all of it.
yeah.
Plane's not
Why
even
the
taking
ship's
off.
so heavy?
Yeah, Mel's taking off. She's like, we're carrying some extra weight. All right.
Probably something else.
And so, as you're taking off from inside Kenning Drift, you've got to sort of like dodge between some of the other vehicles that are flying through the various streets. You're lifting up buildings on either side. Do you go like straight up and like look down on the city, or do you take like a fun route through the streets, Katie?
We gotta take out an antenna or 2.
Oh, the Viney Vixen only takes the fun routes.
Oh, God.
All right, so around the middle levels, you're sort of like weaving back and forth, going over bridges and underneath overpasses, and like vehicles are going like sort of haphazardly. There's not a lot of like regimented fly streets in this particular neighborhood. In the richer neighborhoods, people stay on like a particular plane. But you kind of dodge through, and it's just an incredible feeling for Mel, because the Viney Vixen is performing admirably.
She's my baby.
And
I think it's a death trap.
you come out of Kenning Drift, probably to the side or above one of the large port areas. Kenning Drift is a big industrial city, lots of trade and and goods coming and going. You see like massive airships that are like cargo ships taking things from other cities. You see large harvesters, big flying dieselpunk ships like, 2 city blocks long, with like these long expansive wings that have got these like drop down flaps that suck in vapors, like magical vapors in the air. You see like people down there like changing out filters and like scrubbing them down as they're getting ready to take this back out. And there's variations in them. The bigger, sort of heavier ones are sort of like flying in a particular area and gathering either growth or next one up, absorption. And then sort of like smaller, sleeker ones that go higher, and you even see a couple of like very tiny, almost like fighter jet style ones that go the highest and have small tanks to harvest what is the top one called corrosion.
People are bonkers to go get the corrosion ones.
It's like those harvesters definitely have like hot rod style paint jobs that are all peeling.
Like, they call them melters.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Mel wants to be when she grows up?
Yeah, we drive by and you hear me just go.
All right. But you are not flying upwards, you are flying downwards. And as you sort of like go off the side of the city, you can see that there are other like various bits of like floating rock kind of like floating by the city, caught up in whatever sort of like arcane residual energy keeps the cities together. And then beneath it, like a little bit of cloud cover, and then just expanses of green. Just completely covered landscape. Just trees and vines and bush and like as far as you can see. So, first we need navigation. Set us where
What's your
we are
navigation,
going.
Karna?
I only got intelligence 1.
But you have the navigation focus.
I do have the navigation focus.
All right, so +3.
I have navigation focused and intelligence 3.
Ooh.
You could help each other, right?
Yeah, so Patrick, did you want to help Katie on this and just add a +2?
I do.
Or I can help
do
you.
Want to do that.
Yeah. So the blue part is land.
Can Mel do both? Can she pilot and navigate?
Yeah, because this is over like an hour. Like right now, there's no difficulty in the piloting. She's just flying.
I'll sit in the co-pilot's chair and we'll, I'll read out charts and stuff.
Nice. And let's pull up, there's a little bit of, there's some radio.
You have some cool headphones that you can wear.
Yeah.
I was picturing like the big old chonky headphones with the big mic that comes around.
Nice. Yeah. All right, Katie.
Not Cardass is next to Mel, but also Mel embroidered like a little headrest cover for the passenger seat, like the co-pilot seat, and it has a K embroidered on it.
Aww.
It's his spot.
Hmm.
That's really cute.
I start forming myself into the seat.
And your seatbelt works.
Yeah, we have the like 4-point harness.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Everyone else is like
Okay.
a lap belt.
I'm gonna roll on roll 20 because I haven't done that.
Okay. Oops. There we go. Ooh, look at that. It
Everybody
looks
see that?
Whoa!
You can
You should
my
always
God.
roll on roll 20.
all right. So,
Just for clarity's sake, my navigation roll was 112.
just gonna pull this.
We would have crashed instantly.
Can
Yeah,
I
what'd they do? They made it different. I can see it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do this
so much
and
better.
like move it into where people can see. And like, look at that. 656 and roll 20. Even in dark mode, Fantasy Age is now fully visible with all the
So
bonuses.
much better.
Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, you're flying out of Kenningdrift, over the Kingdom of Gazad lands, claimed lands. That is a ridiculous success. You're heading directly towards the ruins of Dristan Har. And you stunted. What kind of stunt do you wanna do?
Barrel roll.
Do a barrel
Oh
roll.
god.
Do a barrel roll.
What would Betty do?
Let's not ask that
Jump.
question.
Jumps out. I'm done.
I mean, you can go a little bit faster. You could maintain a little bit more fuel. You could give a bonus to your next test.
I'd say
Do we want to
maybe-
get there faster?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Will you navigate the faster path or something?
Yeah, like you navigate very, very well. What I'm going to say is because you rolled so high, you actually notice an intersection between sort of the survey maps that you got from the Brick Streeters and some of the reports coming over the radio that you are heading towards what's called a growth eddy, where a little bit of the growth vapor is sort of rising up from the ground, and if you had gone in that direction, you would have been delayed pretty significantly, and that is a major complication on the test that's just not going to happen.
Woo! Cool. Except we had to skip the largest ball of vine, which is really sad.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
That's
you
not
don't
really
get
bad.
to see it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can use the stun points for that, or you could say that like you just don't spend the hour, right? But then we leave that growth eddy on the table.
Let's take the growth eddy off. No eddies on the table.
All right, so 1 hour passes. Duke Francis Rudderbell is looking out through the window and going, "Oh goodness! And you say everything is like this?"
Is he just talking?
He's
I'm gonna look at Benny and say, Benny, how you doing?
As long as I don't look out the window.
All right, good job, champ. I'm gonna punch you in the shoulder, and then I'm gonna leave to go hide out in the hammocks so that the Duke can't talk to me.
do you have a
Yeah.
book?
Yeah, you got
That's
this,
it.
champ.
What does Nova read? Does she read like penny dreadfuls, romances, science fiction?
Romantic.
She reads romantasy secretly, and but when she's around you guys, she'll read like murder mysteries and true crimes.
So right now you are reading one that takes place in the Circadian Trade Company, which is to the northwest, right here on the map, and it's like rainy streets and down on your luck detectives, and you're like, it feels like one of these characters is just based on Benny, or maybe Benny is basing himself on this character. It's unclear.
Love it.
Okay. So that is the first hour. As you're sort of like heading lower into the tree cover, we're going to get some piloting tests. So, Katie, the next test on the challenge will need to be piloting.
Might I continue
Advanced
to aid?
piloting?
What does advanced piloting get you? And Patrick, no, you cannot aid in this one.
If I give her a back rub.
I mean, I don't know if that
HR calls.
if Mel thinks that that's helpful or
HR is Myrtle.
you get a call on the radio. Excuse me, Mr. Carnath. I've been told that you are inappropriately touching your coworkers.
Yeah, but this is 1950s and I'm a man, so I get to do whatever I want, right?
Nope.
Yes, and that's why I'll be waiting for my turn when you come back.
Hey, Murder, we talked about that, not on the live radio, all right?
So, Katie, what does advanced piloting get for you?
I get to reroll a failed test and a +1 to defense for our vehicle.
Nice. Okay. So you can go ahead and make your
Sounds
piloting
familiar.
test. I'm assuming that is
James is back.
dexterity piloting.
Yeah.
Well, that was sad. That
Oh,
was a
yes, of
12.
course,
But I
that's the
can
roll.
re-roll it.
And you should.
Like, do I re-roll on roll 20, guys? Or do I re-roll with physical dice?
Oh, that's
Roll
absolutely up to
20.
you.
Okay, roll 20 it is.
Roll 20, because we're Roll 20 ambassadors, and we love the virtual tabletop.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, that's worse.
Guys, what's happening?
We're going down.
Kenneth, you should check your talent. Do you have to take the second one, or do you take the better? I suppose it doesn't quite matter. But...
I have to take the second one.
Okay. So, with a total of 11, that is a
Hey, well, this would be a great place to spend some daring.
Daring only modifies your quality of success, or gives you stunt points. If you want to change it to a success, you just have to spend fortune.
Oh, well, that's something you should do.
I think I have to spend a lot, though.
So the target number for the piloting is 15. So with you at an 11, you need a +4, so you need to spend 5.
Okie dokie. I'll just do that then.
That's
Okay.
not too bad.
That gets
Thank
you
you.
15 and 1 stunt point. And let's figure this out. So let's say that while you're flying, a hose comes loose on the Viney Vixen, and you see a whole bunch of dials just like going wild, and you've got to like patch that and pull yourself up and save the time. You don't lose any time because you kind of gritted your way through it, but we'll call that a little bit of a reversal and increase the daring.
And when that happened, Lola started shaking her head.
Bobble, bobble, bobble.
Lola said no.
All right, and then that's only a 1 on the drama die, so that's not a lot of progress. If you want, you could instead change your drama die to a 5. That would cost you 10 fortune instead of 5, and would get you a lot further in the test.
Considering we're about to go into the great unknown, I'm gonna not do that.
I can heal you.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. You can bring people back from the dead.
And you can use
I'm-
daring, because that is a quality of success. Yeah, you could use daring for that.
Do that.
But how many daring do we
So-
have? We have 7.
You have a 6 and a 2. So you could spend that whole 6.
Do it.
Okay.
This is a good time to do it.
This is a good time
Let's
to
do
it.
that.
All right. So instead of 1, we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 hours spent, and you're very close. You are honing in, and now it's more about finding a good landing spot.
Ooh, Karnath is a perception seer.
I'm a seer.
Would you like to pop the top hatch of the Viney Vixen, pull out some binoculars, and scout for a good place to land?
Some gogglies.
No, I'm gonna hang out a side, like a gliding.
Love
Your
it.
mouth is like this.
No, I look cool.
No, Karnath knows the forest. He knows the growth, right? Is there any bonuses that you have for that, Karnath?
I don't think so.
I think, well, those are trees.
Don't hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't crash in the trees. No, that doesn't help me there. If we were killing these trees, boy howdy.
What's your problem with Ents?
Like a bunch. I got a bunch of problems with them. Is this a perception or is this a intelligence navigation?
It's a perception.
Okay. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Killing again.
Yeah, and so you're getting close to the treetop canopy. You're seeing landscape features, hills, mountains off in the distance. You see some running water, and you're looking for a spot that you can drop down close to your target. Maybe you're even looking for Dristenhar itself.
I don't know why this basic add 4 numbers together seemingly becomes the most difficult addition ever, but I look at the numbers and I'm like,
it's 9:30 at night. We're tired. We all work today.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
I have all week off.
Good
Well
for
then.
you taking vacation.
I got yelled at.
You got
I'm
forced
sure
into
you
more
did.
vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you know what's great? You're back at having too much vacation. I tried to take it, and when I wasn't here, the world was on fire. So I canceled it.
I mean,
And
that's
they're like,
2025.
Yeah. So. Total of 16.
A 16 is a failure.
Okay.
By
How
Make
do
it
I know
better.
how much?
You
Okay.
needed a 17.
I will spend 5 to get my 4 into a 5.
Okay. And I like that this is also increasing the daring. I like that this, I don't know if that's strictly in the rules, but it's feeling correct. And so daring goes up by 1. What is it that caused you potentially not to succeed, and then you did succeed?
I almost slipped out of the door.
Excellent.
I'm definitely hanging on with one hand to look cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that moment where I've got my feet braced against the deck, and then an arm on the slidey door, and the slidey door starts going, and I'm like, but then it's all the strain into it to push it back into place, and I'm like, oh, there.
Yeah. Okay. And what was your drama die? Stunt die.
5.
5. Fantastic.
Triple 5s.
Buddy.
Okay, so that
Can I stunt on that?
you can.
Then I do. 5 stunt points.
You succeed. You've spent 3 hours traveling, so you all did very, very well. Triggered no complications. With your 5 stunt points, I will say you can land either right near the Rudderbell estate, or right near the excavation site. You can pick.
Do we want to go to Rudderbell's estate, right?
'Cause there's that vault.
Yeah.
Does he have the vault, or was it at the excavation? I can't remember.
He has treasure.
The
Yeah.
hubbo we're looking for is at the excavation site. Like our
But I don't
actual
want to
job.
land near that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think landing near the mansion's better.
Okay.
If we can.
Then-
if it's less obvious.
Then last roll for the night, Katie, I need a piloting test to land and see how well the ship comes in. So there are... Yes, Jen.
I'm just gonna make it very clear Nova has moved back to her seat for landing.
Okay. And Duke
Can
Rudderbell is...
Benny hop out
Oh, do we
before?
need to do... we need to do things? Where are the in-flight snacks? So, you're coming in below the canopy, vines sort of like wreathing back and forth. You've got to navigate between giant trees and like overgrown areas and like cliff faces that come out of nowhere towards this landing position. So Katie, please make me a dexterity piloting test. And we're gonna go to a little bit of a different music.
Ooh.
Jungles.
Oh, my music's muted. What?
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, Katie, this is a pretty tough one.
I mean, I rolled a 15, but I can re-roll it.
It's a 17 difficulty.
Can you bump it?
Do you want to re-roll it, or do you want to spend fortune to bump it up?
Well, we all have wings. We could just hop out.
We don't all have wings.
That's what Benny's probably doing.
So, Katie, yeah, you can re-roll, or you'd have to spend 6 fortune, or 4 fortune, actually. Yeah, you could spend 4 to up your stunt die, and that would actually give
And then
you
I
4
stunt, right?
points. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, so let's do the same thing and keep going with the daring pool, which is now at a 6 and a 4. And then, Katie, can you describe your near-miss landing that then turns into an excellent landing?
Okay, so we're coming down. We're coming at a good pace. Everything's pretty good, except Lola dislodges from the dashboard. And she kind of flies up in the air, and I have to, like, remove my hands so I can catch her. And then I put my hands back on real quick and save it.
So is there a moment where the Viney Vixen, like, tilts, like, 20 degrees, and everybody's falling to the side?
But luckily everyone has their seatbelts on, right?
You hear clunk, 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 as Duke Francis Rudderbell's, whose seatbelt doesn't work, gives way. And he goes, "Oh no!"
Probably Benny too, because he was unbelted, ready to fly out.
But you straighten yourself out and you bring the Viney Vixen to a lovely landing spot on a bit of exposed stone, where like the landing is clearly solid. Like you're not gonna land on some dirt with a sinkhole underneath it. And with your 4 stunt points, you set it down with no damage. You've made excellent time, and the Viney Vixen is in great shape, and you're only a short walk away from the Rudderbell estate.
Woo! Good job.
We're heroes.
Yeah.
Here, quick question before we wrap.
Yeah.
Healing Touch says you may seal wounds and restore vigor.
Okay.
So does that mean that I can restore? Because technically when we're spending our things, we're spending from our health pools.
Yeah, so fortune takes the place of health completely. So yes, healing spells recover fortune.
Perfect. So I'm going to just give like Mel like a hit on the back and say, "Good job, Captain." And I'm gonna heal her.
Okay.
So, Katie,
But also,
how
she
much?
called
How
me
much
captain.
Yeah,
I was gonna
ship.
say she gets to be the captain right away. James.
Right away.
Her
And-
ship.
It's her ship.
It's her ship. Katie, how much fortune are you down?
Katie?
6.
6.
6? Okay. Then I'm just gonna spend 1 magic point. You can roll 1d6 and recover that many.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How many magic points do you have?
I have 27 and then 20 in my gem. So I just used one of my gem ones.
Can you spend another one on me?
Yeah, of course. Are you hurt?
I am, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you just need 1 or do you need 2?
Just 1 is fine.
Because I can do up to 3d6.
No, I think 1 is... I'm only down 5, so...
Okay, yeah.
And like as you're doing this, do like shadows like wreathe away from your fingers and like up their noses?
Yeah. It's freaky.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing so good.
No, it doesn't
Nova,
go in noses. It goes into their eye sockets.
Oh,
Of
it's
course.
worse.
Yeah, it leaks up and goes.
You hexus us?
Yeah.
All right.
Get back 4.
So you started off in the morning. It took you about 3 hours. It's about lunchtime.
We eat bread.
Okay.
We eat our sandwiches.
Good landing.
Yeah, we all...
Yeah, you eat the sandwiches that Myrtle made. All right.
Mine is like stacked with lunch meats.
Oh my god, I have to send you a picture of this pizza we ate.
Yeah.
Was it from Versados?
Versados, it sure
Yes,
was.
it was.
Yeah. Guess how I know? Meat cake.
It's a really, really good pizza.
It's so good. We used to get them at work all the time.
Oh, nice.
I could eat one now.
Yep. That'd be delicious. Okay. Here, I'm gonna... My computer is angry at this particular Syrinscape. Because it's got like 15 different things playing.
That's too many things.
It is.
I think we can all agree on that.
Okay. Thank you for the game, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for the game.
So in 2 weeks, we kick off our exploration of the Rudderbell Estate.
2 weeks.
Oh, it's definitely...
And then our heads explode.
There we go. Yeah. So, yes, saying the things that I say at the end of the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Skyhammer Press playing Fantasy Age 2nd Edition Dieselpunk adventure called Starfall Detective Agency, which we stream live on Moonbeam second Mondays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. We'd love to see you live here on Moonbeam. And if you are watching this on YouTube later, check out the description below for your link to join our realm and chat and see us live and so on and so forth. And then if you're interested in virtual tabletops, Roll20, which we are using below and we are ambassadors for, has a bunch of cool new updates. Check them out. That's it. Everybody, thanks for the game. And as always, to our watchers, stay daring.